Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another week. Welcome to my anniversary week. I am so excited. Excuse me while I roll up my sleeves a little bit. It is fall. I am excited. It is my favorite month. We're closing out my favorite month. This is literally the last coffee date of September. And I am so excited because, again, it's my anniversary week, my absolute favorite. And it's so funny because I have been getting these little gifts that have been coming around this time. So it's almost like a little mini celebration. So I wanted to share with you something that I received from one of my friends. And she was like, this is going to level up your coffee game. Bet. So before we even get started into the coffee date, I want to show you all some new coffee mugs that I've gotten, again, from my amazing friend Dawn. They are from Ember. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them, but you want your life changed? If you're a tea drinker, coffee drinker, doesn't matter. These beauties, they will do it for you. This is actually the one that we're going to use today because obviously I'm on the bed, and what Petra Michelle is not going to do is make a mess. So this is not sponsored by Ember or anything like that, but they are just that good that I wanted to share them with you because Dawn shared them with me, and so friends share with friends. But what is so special about these is that they keep your drink hot or cool or whatever. They're batteries. You control them by your smartphone. So once you've determined what your ideal temp is, you can set it on these bad boys and they'll keep your beverage the way you want it. So I'm going to do a mini unboxing with you. Look at this. Packaging is literally life. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what it's like. How gorgeous is this tumbler? They're calling it a travel mug. This one is the temperature control travel mug. It's 12 ounces. Yeah, bomb. Hold on. I wanted to do the experience with you also. Obviously I put everything back together. So there's that. This has like all the paperwork concerning it, like how to set everything up. Y'all, if you've ever done a phone unboxing, it's like that. So again, putting everything together. Here is the charging pad for it. It has a little sticker that covers, where you put the port. Ember, super sleek. Love this. And the charging cord. So that's what comes in your box. And let me tell you, this was a gift, probably one of the most incredible gifts ever that I have received, and I am stoked to continue to use it. They have a great battery life, 3 hours of battery life on this one, and I think about 1.5 hours on the actual little mug. This mug is 10 ounces. It's a temperature control mug, but we're gonna use the travel mug since we're gonna be in the bed today. So again, if you are looking for a mug that is just a little bit bougie, Ember has you. And it's the fall season. It's getting cooler. You're going to be traveling a lot. You're going to want your drinks to stay warm. This is the one to do. So if you are ready for a temperature controlled fall inspired anniversary week coffee date, get your mugs. I've got mine. I'm gonna fill mine with coffee, and let's get ready to go. All right, so you guys have your mugs, you have your coffee. Today I am drinking Black and Bold. I really love them. They're a small company, Black owned, really good flavors. Very, as I say, bold flavors. This one is lemon, bell pepper, It's a dark roast, so it's very full bodied, so it's very, very strong. So if you're not really into strong flavors, I would not suggest this one. They have another one that is much milder. Yeah, so this one is very strong, so it has a very distinct taste. One of the things that I really, really love about them is that 5% of their profits are contributed to initiatives across the U.S. that help disadvantaged domestic youth, which is absolutely positively incredible. So even if you don't drink coffee, this is a great gift for those of your friends who are coffee lovers, because every gift that you give to them, it gives to someone else. And y'all know how I feel about that. Give, help others, make the community great. So Black and Bold is today's coffee. And my creamer today is Natural Bliss Pumpkin Spice. I will be honest with you, I am not a huge pumpkin spice person. I'm just not. Now, I like pumpkin loaf. I like the pumpkin foam, but I am just not a pumpkin spice person. However, one of my faves, she told me about this Coffee Mate creamer. She said it was really, really good. Now, I think she probably got the regular one. I went with the natural one. The Natural Bliss is all natural, real milk and cream, no artificial colors or flavors. And I've been trying to do pretty good about that. So I'm trying that one this week. We're gonna see how it goes. It's gluten-free, carrageenan-free, no RBST, no artificial colors or flavors, no GMO ingredients. So I'm excited. It's definitely a fall thing. This is a fall coffee date. Actually, the next few are gonna be called fall coffee date. So we're gonna taste it together. You ready? All right, here we go. Yeah. It gives all the vibes. It gives all the vibes. And I think that it mixing with this really, really dark roast coffee, it helps to give it like a really nice undertone as opposed to it being overpowering, which I find pumpkin spice can be, but it's a really good undertone for this particular coffee. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So today, like I said, it's my anniversary week. My favorite day. So Wednesday will be our anniversary, and Robbie and I will be celebrating 9 years of marriage. We got married in 2012, and one of the scriptures that we had as a foundational scripture was 1 John 4:18, and it was for when, now Robert and I were always long distance. Let me just tell you that we were always long distance when we were dating. We did not live in the same state until we were married, and at that time we chose Atlanta because it was in the middle of both of our homes, like his home state. So he's from South Carolina and I'm from Florida, and so Atlanta was the middle spot, so that's why we chose there. But that was the first time that we'd ever lived in the same city. But when we first began dating, he was living in Jacksonville, so he would commute every weekend to see me. And then he ended up getting this job in Atlanta this summer of 2011, the summer of 2011. And that was when I was like, oh my God, this is a lot for me. Like, you're gonna be gone. I don't know how I feel about this. And so the scripture that we chose to kind of get us through that season of him being even further away was 1 John 4:18. And I actually put it into the Faith Goals Guided Journal. So if you have not gotten that, please consider getting it. It is incredible. It is for, I think this is day 10. This is for day 10 in there. Yeah. It was day 10, and it says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. That's 1 John 4:18, and that's actually the King James Version. And y'all know I rarely choose the King James Version. I find it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, but it isn't always as easy to understand. I'm actually pulling up my phone to make sure that I have it. So let me tell you what it says in the CSB version. So again, this is 1 John 4, verse 18, and this is the CSB version. It says, there is no fear in love. Instead, perfect love drives out fear, because fear involves punishment. So the one who fears is not complete in love. And we chose this one because I was just afraid of how it was going to be with the distance. I wasn't sure how our relationship would function that way, even though we'd always been long distance. So again, it was very strange for me to have these moments of like crying fits and feeling like, oh my gosh, our relationship is not gonna last this, which by the way, we've never had an issue, like ever. When he moved, we were perfectly fine. There was never a thing. But it's true when it says, and especially in the King James Version where it says, because fear hath torment. I literally tormented myself about it. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how he's gonna feel. There's gonna be so many other people there for him to get to know and to see and blah, blah, blah. Is he really gonna wanna, you know, maintain our relationship? And Rob had never given me any concern about that, but fear will cause you to really begin to question what you actually know. It'll cause you to do that. And so I thought it was so fitting to share the scripture for this week. One, because it is a scripture that Robbie and I have always held on to for the 10 years, actually almost 11 years that we've been together now. And especially like walking us into our marriage. And what I wanted us to focus on is that there is no fear in love. Instead, perfect love casteth out or drives out fear. There is no fear in love. Instead, perfect love drives out fear. So, as you're going into this week and you're thinking about all of these things that are insurmountable, that seem like they're overwhelming, that you are afraid about, will they be able to survive? Will you be able to accomplish them? Will they have the impact that you're wanting? Will they have the effect that you're wanting? I want to remind you that everything has already been accomplished. You have already been equipped, and we have been given and shown perfect love. And of course, that's through Christ, right? Not only did he come to give us the tools on how to excel in life, he also gave his life so that we could understand that accomplishment comes through him. He's already been given the keys to the kingdom, which means he owns it. He owns perfection. He owns accomplishment. He owns success. It's already done. It's already completed. That's huge. I'm sorry if you hear my babies in the background. I don't know if you can hear, but if you can, y'all already know the drill. This is real life. But it's really important that as you are really coming into this week and thinking about all of the things that you have set before yourself, that you've made as a faith goal, that you're hoping to accomplish on your list, that you're focusing on the growth of your mindset about what success and accomplishment actually looks like, so that you are not impeded by unrealistic expectations of perfection, because you cannot be perfect, you cannot accomplish things on your own, and you do not define success. The word says that there is no fear in love. Instead, perfect love casts out fear or drives out fear. That means that if you have done the work of accepting the love of Christ, and I say it's work because it means that you have to actually shut off our minds, because a lot of times we like to question, how can he love someone as flawed as I am? How can he really want to give his life for someone who is going to make mistakes and poor choices over and over again? But again, you have to do the work of accepting his love, right? Saying, this is it. I'm choosing to do this. I'm going to shut off my mind and I'm going to choose to trust what he says. So there is no fear in love. Instead, perfect love drives out fear. So once you've accepted this love and understand that your relationship with him is just that, is an acceptance, that's it, then it's going to drive out the fear of you having to measure up to anything, because the reality is that you never will. The reality is that there are going to be attacks, and there are going to be things that you don't love, things that are going to happen, and you're going to wonder what in the world is going on. But remember, he has already accomplished everything. Everything that you need to do, he's already equipped you with the skills to get it done. He's already done that. And even more importantly, he has already ensured your success because he has gone before you and conquered those things in your way. And he's been given the keys to the kingdom, which means he owns it all. That's how he can drive out fear, because it has no place in his residence. It has no place in his storehouse. It has no place in his people. His love, his perfect love, drives out fear because it's his territory. God is a territorial God. He's a jealous God. And he doesn't share space, and he doesn't share shine with anyone or anything. Certainly not fear, which is nothing more than a tactic, of the enemy. And so when I was going through this season with Robbie of, oh my gosh, babe, I'm so proud of you for this amazing job opportunity, but you're about to be super far away. He was like, one, we've never had any issues. I've always been gone. Two, nothing is going to change the love I have for you and the responsibility that I have to this relationship or my honor of you. But he was like, it's also just a tactic of the enemy for you to have fear about something that hasn't even occurred yet. Because I was freaking out. He hadn't moved yet. I was having these moments of like, OMG. And when we came upon this scripture, it's literally something that we would share with each other every week, sometimes every day, depending on where I was mentally or emotionally. And it was just this really, really good reminder that fear is sent to torment you. It's sent to bring chaos to your mind, which means that there's nothing stable about it. There's nothing good about it. A lot of times we'll think, oh, well, fear can motivate you because you'll want to get things done. You'll want to stay on your P's and Q's. That's not true. It actually destabilizes you and makes it almost impossible for you to build or to accomplish anything of value or merit. Fear brings torment, and it involves punishment, right? Because you have this thing about, okay, is something going to happen because I did this, or because I allowed this to fall, or because I didn't accomplish X, Y, and Z in this time frame? I feel like I'm going to be punished because of this, which is both tormenting your mind, and it's telling you that there's going to be punishment for whatever this action is or inaction is going to be. That also means that you're not trusting God and you haven't done the work of accepting his love. And really, when I say work, it's not a day in, day out, oh my gosh, this is trouble. It's really just saying that you have to trust that when he says he loves you, he does. Like, that's key. I'm actually texting Rob to tell the kids, they're like yelling in the background. Hold on one second. Because y'all are loud. Okay. So, I think that it's important because you're not complete in love, which means you have not accepted it. You're not in relationship. You're not understanding. You're not willing to really embrace this idea that it's not about you being worthy. It's about you being chosen. Because a lot of times we attach worthiness to being lovable. That's not how it works with God. That's not how it works with Robbie. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm worthy of Rob's love. I would say that I am gifted his love. I would say that I am honored by his love. I would say that I'm built for his love, which we can get into in another conversation what I mean by that. But love is a sacrifice. And do we deserve it? Probably not, because half of us do things that even we would be like, shawty, you was wild. You were wild. But that doesn't stop God from loving us. It doesn't stop Robbie from loving me. So stop attaching the idea of being lovable to worth. You can be perfected in love just by choosing to accept what is given. You can be made better. You can be made more confident, more stable, more, right? And so that's what I really love about this, and what I want you to hold on to as you go into this week There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out or drives out fear, because fear has torment, or fear involves punishment. You'll be able to do all the things that you're called to do because you've been equipped to do them. You'll be able to see success because he has defined it for you, as in it's a custom-made definition for you that only you can reach. You will be able to effectuate the impact that God has placed a desire in your heart to do, because he will have called the people around you who need it. You're not going to be shooting anything into the dark. You're not. There's direction to it. Don't get so caught up in the minutia. Don't get so caught up in the things that you're unable to perfect. Don't get so caught up in whatever you believe your deficiencies to be. Trust that what God said about you, as in you are really, really living in this loved state. Trust him. And that means that fear cannot dwell in the same place. That's it. That's all I got for this week. I'm so excited about this week. I'm obviously in my chill mode. I do have to work at least one day this week. Well, 2 days this week, really. Yeah, I have to work 2 days this week, which is fine. I love my job. I love my people. But as soon as I can, I am off. I cannot wait. I'm going to spend some time with my once in a lifetime. It's going to be incredible. So I hope that you have an amazing, amazing week. I hope that you have some incredibly good coffee. I hope that you'll look up Ember. Ember is an incredible product. Ooh. I'm actually going to take this one with me on our trip. I won't take the mug because it doesn't have a top to it, but I will take this one with me. So we'll see how it does on the road. And if you haven't tried Black and Bold, give them a try. You can get this at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or online. And of course, if you are into the fall flavors, pumpkin spice is iconic when it comes to fall. So I'm doing the Natural Bliss. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So anyways, I hope that you have an amazing day. And I hope that you have I hope it doesn't fall. I hope that you have an incredible week. And I think you can if you choose to make it that way. Bye, pretty.